Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sekluma Podcast. It's Nico here, and I'm so happy to be here today because I thought it's a good idea to have a topic today. I just want to talk about, honestly, I know people who don't open up about the things that we're seeing. We're living in the social media world. I mean to say. I'm one of those people like posting and sharing ideas and share whatever do, especially when it comes to the podcast and stand-up comedy and stuff. I understand that sometimes just yeah, but I think uh, I want to talk about myself. I think it's easier that way. If we can all use everything against me, I think it's fine because I can handle it. So yeah, let's talk about social media. Social media is good or is bad as well. It's really you have to watch what you're posting, what you're saying since we live in the world where yeah you need to be careful who you talk to about and all that stuff, which is great. But I just want to talk about like now I'm starting a new gen right now. It's called the spiritual recovery, which means I really want to get myself back. I need to get myself to the point where I understand what's going on. What I mean by that, we're all overwhelmed when it comes to thinking and worries and stuff like that, and things don't go right. You just start going. It happened to me. I've been through a lot in my life, and then I always sometimes, want to be honest, maybe I'll hide behind alcohol those days, and what else? Just like being lost in the world that you think is normal. But now I found out no, it's not normal. So there's not. I'm not here to preach. I don't want people to be like me. I'm just saying we all got the unique in our bodies something that you can change in life. You can change. Like if I look back, I don't think I can actually describe it. Like you wouldn't see, I wouldn't believe it. This is me right now talking in front of this mic, and this is my studio, and it says a lot of things happening, good things, and I almost lost it again. You know that there's a period like last of last year, I was going deep down, very painful. My mental state was out of control. What I mean that, just to classify to the African brothers, don't get me wrong, because in Africa, when you talk about mental state or mental health, oh my God, hey, this guy's crazy. He's going, hey, watch him. Hey. No, it's not like that. You need to study, understand what mental health means or mental state, whatever it is. It doesn't mean you have to run on the street without no clothes and stuff like that. We all have many mental health. We all got something that can put us a little bit down or it can make us think, overthink and stuff. That doesn't mean that you are ill. It's just like you can't control anymore what you're thinking and what you're doing. You know, to come back to normal, I think you need to find another method of thinking, which means there's so many things people can do. Like, yes, you can go and see a doctor if you think that's too much, or you can do. There's lots of stuff nowadays in YouTube. I know, like, sometimes I post some stuff on WhatsApp profile about the audiobooks I'm listening to. Those are another tools that works for me, but it doesn't work for everyone. So I'm not saying, yeah, go and listen to that. It works. No, just if you want to, you can listen to, and then it's out there for that. But I think I want to go back. The reason why I make this video today is like I'm on the process of the journey to find my spiritual journey. Like we're all born with spiritual level somewhere. That's what I'm doing now. Like things like taking a walk in the forest by yourself, and small things like people find it very weird, maybe like especially if you're in the African community. If you say I'm going to the meditation center, people are like, oh my God, it's getting weird. Or if you what's called yeah, just do something that it makes you be in the quiet place where you can find yourself. I think yeah, I think that nowadays we're living in a different world, guys. We're living in a different world where life is completely different. You cannot actually compare to 1980s, 90s. I mean, it's changed. We're living on the spirit. We're living the energy wise nowadays. We're not living on that other world where like everything was, no one was paying attention. Like now, so I think what I'm gonna say now, I'm gonna start doing the topics on the podcast, talking about how to find myself, on the level of spirituality, on the level of actually focusing on what is good for me. Stay away from the negative people. Stay away from bad habits areas like pubs and stuff like that. I know my friends who listen to this will laugh at me like, oh, is Nikos talking? I don't believe that. Well, allow me to change as well. But you cannot hold me because you don't control my things. So that's one thing. People always think that they're in control about you when they dismiss what you're saying. But they don't, because they're also suffering on that level. That's why they always like, oh, he can't do that. But I'm not doing this for you. I'm not doing this for anybody. It's just for me. The reason why I'm sharing this is that if there's someone out there who also may be struggling, trying to get to understand themselves, to get to the whatever you want to do to get yourself. I think the focus is about who overthink. I think that's the topic. Who overthink too much sometimes. Then you get really, really tired about thinking. You don't know what you're thinking. Everything's wrong. Everybody's wrong. You know, you just have all these bad days every time. So I want that to stop on my side. That's why I'm going to try different methods to get out of that. That includes what I just said, like stop doing things to please other people and stop following the crowd. You know, there's when I'm in the crowd, following people who have a bad influence, or people who don't have a problem like you. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. So these are topics I'm going to start talking to you about in the podcast, that we can heal ourselves in this life. There's so much going on nowadays. Technology has opened space for everybody. Everybody now is a TV presenter like me right now. You know what I mean? So there's a lot to find out there, but just find what works for you. So if you are really following my podcast or like to talk to me, and we can have like a group of people, let's have a discussions about these things. You know what I mean? Like how do we feel? You know, who do you talk to when things get tough? You know, because I think where I'm from, a man should not cry, a man should not complain. That's why lots of young brothers die in a young age, because too much stress and too much pressure. You know what I mean? So you need to come out of that competition. Life is not a competition, you know, and to remember that you don't owe anybody anything. You know, you need to owe your own health and make sure that you don't go under pressure, like, or because my neighbor bought a car, I need to work hard, or because this and that, or someone is married, I need to get married, or that stuff, You just pile up things you don't need. I think that's what I noticed in my people. They die in a young age because they pile up lots of pressure they don't need. And again, I'm not an expert on that, so please don't learn anything from me. I'm just sharing what I think that I see in my own opinion, but I'm not here to tell you or even to judge you. So it's up to you what you think is good for you. Whatever. My job is to talk. That's it. I'm on the podcast. So yeah, I think that's what I meant. But you can imagine if we have a group of people, like weekly, we can all join each other online and have a chat. You know what I mean? We can talk. You know, sometimes it's good to have a group of people to have a talk, because I might be wrong, I might be right, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong actually. Especially when I talk about my life, for myself, it's me. So I'm not actually buying anything from outside. I'm not asking anyone to actually put in stuff like that. But I think I can see there's a need for communications. There's a need of people to keep in touch, people to talk. These text messages, post on profiles, they don't mean anything. It's just something real. You don't feel the energy of that person. You don't hear what people are going through. You know what I mean? I want someone to come to me and say, Nico, I was on holiday, man. This is what happened. Hey, I enjoyed myself. That show me a picture of the beach and the trees or something like that. Yeah, it's beautiful. But if you're not doing anything physical about it, I mean, like, I don't know, but I don't disrespect what people do and what I do as well. But I'm just trying to say I've got an idea that more people having a conversation, it can help sometimes. But on my side, I all got my own ways how to deal with my own emotions, my own thinking, my own, you know what I mean? It's not easy because I don't want to fail in this life. That's for sure. I need to get myself. And I'm a human being. We're all humans, so sometimes we make mistakes. That's allowed. But yeah, I think I'll leave it there, and then I want to hear your comments. What do you think what I just said? And yeah, let's have a talk. And thank you.